if you have a decent relationship and you're employing trust, loyalty, commitment, open communication, and you're able to articulate all your concerns effectively, they're willing to hear you out. And they should, absolutely, because if they care about the connection that you guys have, they want to be genuine. They should they should absolutely love you enough to be like, "Oh, okay, well, my partner has something bugging them. I should absolutely hear them out and I would make time out of my day to help that." Right? Because
Yeah.
you're partners, right? And so you can avoid a lot of the terrible sort of situations a lot of people land themselves in through openly communicating, right? And so if you use that little script I gave before, it's like, "Oh, something's been bugging me. Could we
Yeah.
talk about it? I'd like to get your thoughts on it." And then they don't make any effort to hear you out or hear your concerns, or they're just
Mm.
not negotiating with you at all, then maybe they're just not the one, you know?
Yeah.
Because then maybe you should just cut your losses if they're not willing to actually be there for you. Because then that doesn't sound like commitment to me. That doesn't sound like trust to me. Certainly not loyalty. If they
Yeah.
don't care about what's bugging you with respect to the actual relationship itself, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. You should be able to have those difficult conversations. Otherwise, you just have a friend. Like, like not even that, an acquaintance, you know?
Yeah.
It's just shared experiences. Yeah.
And so if they don't do that for you, you should, if you're in a relationship like that, obviously you don't have to tell me, of course. But but if you are in a relationship like that, that could certainly be fixed with open communication, right? Because when you are able to articulate what you actually want to be to each other and really get a solid foundational understanding of where you both are and you get on that same page, then that's really it. That's where the connection is. Because then
Yeah.
you're able to build up from there, right? Because then you're able to set expectations. Then you know they can have that difficult conversation with you. And those should be absolutely essential values to bring towards any sort of meaningful relationship. Not your boss, who gives a fuck, but
Yeah.
your close friends, the family members that you do like, and certainly your partner. The partner one is actually not negotiable. Like imagine, right? But that's why the divorce rate's so high. Because no one is really going about it in a decent and healthy way. Like, go on any sort of relationship based forum. Like, ooh, I have this problem. How do I fix it? How do I bring it up? You fucking talk to them. What do you mean? What, like, what are you retarded? Like, just talk to them. Ex- just give them the same sentiments you're giving the stupid forum that you're asking strangers for help with. If they hear you out, if they actually love you, they will hear you out and they will try to be understanding and they will try to be accommodating. And you'll at
Instead of
least
asking
have
Reddit.
exactly. You'll at least have this middle ground where you could both come to the table and be like, we should talk about this because it's important to us. And if
Yeah.
if it's something important to you, it should by default be important to them, especially if it impacts the
Mm.
relationship. I'm not talking about like hobbies and stupid stuff like that.
The actual relationship. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Things that actually involve and impact your connection with them. And if they can't
Damn.
have that difficult conversation, if they're not even willing to show up for you, my guy,
Okay.
it's not looking good.
It's time.
Yeah, dead ass. And then you just have to find someone who you can have a difficult conversation with.
All right. It's
I
kind
mean,
of hard though, but
oh,
good.
100% it is. But that's also luckily why it's not absolutely mandatory for happiness,
Yeah.
right? Because think about it like this. If relationships were the main form of happiness in life, then everyone in one would automatically be like among the happiest people around. Look at our
Oh,
divorce rates now.
yeah.
Look at broken families. Look at
Yeah.
perhaps even your own relationships. Like, are you happy in them? I hope so. I hope so. I hope you're communicating just like I'm communicating all these things to you right now. But
Yeah.
the chances are like kind of low. Because no one really knows about these sorts of things, or not enough people actually give it any thought, right?
Yeah.
And so it's when we actually adopt these sorts of practices that we make way better connections. Sure, fewer connections because less people are actually willing to go through this process. But these are the ride or dies that you can make using these things. Absolutely. And it makes your life so much more meaningful, so much more beautiful. And it's absolutely worth it. Because the people who aren't willing to have those conversations or who aren't going to be there for you, they're not worth your time. Straight up.
Yeah.